Greetings everyone, my name's Harley Angel, and I am going to do a video series on vibrations. Because basically, you're doing it all the time while you're awake or you're asleep, but you do have some control over it. But we need to understand like three things before we get into it. First of all, the definition of vibration. It's an oscillation of the parts of the fluids or an elastic solid whose equilibrium has been disturbed, or of an electromagnetic wave. Easy enough said, right? But really, it's E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. On the most basic level, the equation says that energy and matter, say like this magic stick, are interchangeable. They're different forms of the same thing. Under the right conditions, energy becomes mass and vice versa. We humans just don't see it that way. What they're trying to say is that if I can take this magic stick and get it to vibrate so hard, get the atoms to just oscillate so hard, eventually the stick will just disappear. It'll still be there. The universe will still recognize it. I just won't be able to see it. And the next thing you got to understand that everything's just made out of atoms, and all the atoms vibrate all the time, no matter what. Whether you're asleep, whether you're awake, whatever you're thinking, that's what the vibrations are doing. If I was to take a piece of paper and draw just a little dot on the piece of paper and put it on the 50-yard line of a football field, the electrons, the outside part, would be out in the parking lot, and the electrons would be baseball size, floating around this little dot that's on the 50-yard line. It's all mostly empty space, but it vibrates so hard, it just disappears. So I want to get into the thought aspect of that. A scarecrow is an excellent representation of thought. Didn't know that, did you? See, if he only had a brain, he would have a thought. As long as his thoughts don't go real bad. But then he realized he can actually think his own thoughts. Oh my goodness. And whenever these bad thoughts come around, he doesn't have to pay them too much attention. See, everything starts with your thought. Everything is realized by a thought. From the hat on your head to the shoes on your feet, somebody thought of it first. And then they put it together. So, what are you thinking about? Are you waiting for the next sunrise to come up? I'm not saying don't pay attention to the car, or the bills, or the kids, or the spouse. Put a different thought on them. I'm not saying bad things aren't going to happen. But you don't have to live there. The strongest statement you're ever going to say to yourself is, I am. Now that's a strong thought. Because whatever happens after that, I am king. I'm a pauper. I am great. That's what's going to happen next. Eventually, you keep thinking those thoughts. But what's really cool is your thought energy, the pictures in your head, can match this thing called the heart energy. Ooh, things just kind of happen. The quality of my thoughts equal the quality of my life. The quality of my thoughts equal the quality of my life. Just imagine your thoughts are just little bubbles. Just float on out there. You can't get them back. And every single one of them return right back to you. In one shape or another, depending on your attention and the purity of the thought. But remember, if you can put this thing called the heart energy behind it and just let it go, it's a neat little trick. I'm going to do the next one on feelings and emotion. Like and subscribe. Thank you.